is Michelle Hine from SYEDA, Clinical Manager. To keep you updated, all the team is still working from home and offering one-to-one therapy, and we're still meeting and thinking about kind of ways to support you. One of the things that we thought might be helpful to talk about today was exercise and how it's affecting people. This is a really hard thing to talk about over kind of a video clip. In one-to-one sessions it's really difficult, so to kind of talk about it and think about all the different ways that it can be affecting people, it is going to be tough. So this might resonate, we might have missed something in this, and if you want to share anything, then please get in touch at info@syeda.org.uk. And we're very aware that for different kind of behaviours and eating disorders, exercise will have a different kind of impact and you will have a different relationship with it. So I'm just going to talk around a few of the things but not cover everything. So when in one-to-one therapy, what often comes up is kind of the need to exercise more or not exercising enough, or the impact of that on kind of how you eat, so whether that be more, less, restrict more. And the things that we often talk about is why and how much activity we're doing. So thinking about, is the activity excessive? So we would recommend that 4 hours a week is kind of the top to be looking at. And when we say this is kind of in line with government recommendations in terms of they recommend 30 minutes a day, five days a week. So thinking about that activity being moderate, and examples of that would be walking or exercise DVD, YouTube clip, or housework, intense housework, or running around after the kids. And we recognise that for some of you that's not, you know, it's hard to fit in. You're working more, or there's just more going on, or you're homeschooling, or you know, we know that that's difficult. So we're not saying that that's an expectation. What we're saying is if it's kind of a problem, we want you to think about, is it becoming excessive, and kind of using that kind of factual stuff to try and reduce it back to something that's not harmful to you. So try and think about that in a way of the kind of no more than 4 hours a week. And the other part of that is kind of thinking, is it compulsive? So is there a need for repetition in it? Do you have to do so many repetitions? Do you have to do it for so long? And if you don't, you feel bad, guilty, or worry about something bad will happen. Again, this is kind of an unhealthy way to look at exercise. And another key part of that is thinking about what's your motivation. So are you enjoying it? It's so important to be enjoying it, and so important to be enjoying things now. So much of things have been taken away from us, and it's really important to think, what are we doing that we enjoy? And if we're not enjoying it, then is there something else we can think about to do? So you know, phoning a friend, I always talk about phoning and speaking to people, because I think that's so key. And especially in these times, we're not seeing people, but being able to chat to people and think through, and the anxieties that might be in your head. And for some people that might be exercise, but again, it's thinking about, is that helping? Because there is added benefits to exercise, and is it helping? But if you have to do it to excess, or you have to do a certain number of repetitions, like I say, then it's not helping. It'll be having other detrimental effects on you. So try and think, if you can quieten that eating disorder voice and it's shouting at you for just a minute, to give you some headspace to think about that, it might be helpful. And use this kind of factual stuff to think, right, what is good enough? And I know how hard that is. Like I say, some stuff will have come up from this, or might have come up from this. So please email us if you need to at info@syeda.org.uk. The SYEDA team wish you all the best. We're all thinking of you, and we'll be in touch soon. Alright, take care. Bye.